Oh, fellas, I have been waiting for this. You guys cannot understand the joy I have right now. I have been waiting for this. I'm so excited. Like, oh my God, let's do this, dude. Holy shit. I can't contain myself. Did I accidentally X out of Chrome? I accidentally X'd out of Chrome. Oh no, there it is. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The kind of businesses he was
Let's see if
doing
this is good.
in New York. And then we left. The interview went live. Next thing you know, it's on the cover of a homepage of World Star, and everybody picked it up. It got 1 million views, 2 million views,
World
3 million
Star?
views, 10 million views. Then Sam.
Dude, that's so old. That is so old. World Star is like so 2012. Why World Star, dude? Like,
We had a
actually.
meeting with Sammy. We had a conversation with him multiple. You remember the first time we met with Sammy?
Yeah.
It was an interesting experience for
Sammy's
you.
a very animated individual.
Yes, I remember the first time you met him. And then we did Sammy's interview, same story.
Oh,
Both
it's
at
fine,
things at
Robbie.
12, 13
You
million
don't,
views. They're
Robbie,
both
you
at
do
almost
not
a
want to
million views
watch
right
this.
now.
You
Both
probably should
successful
watch
YouTube
something
channels.
else.
Michael's running, I think he's at 1 million. Sammy's about to be at 1 million. Both of them doing very good for themselves with their content. The world wants to know, how that life was like. So, having said that, this will be the first time they'll be live. And we have some big announcements with Mafia States of America that you guys have been anticipating. It's 10 episodes.
Yep.
The amount of time, Mari, how many people have been working on this project all this time?
Dozen people since we launched the project.
On the set, how many people were on the set?
Almost 50 people.
Almost 50 people working on the
Yep.
set.
Yeah.
$500,000 budget. Rudy Giuliani, Chaz Palminteri narrating. Written and directed by Gerard Michaels, who is on a flight right now to Jersey, or else he'd be here with us. And then we have Michael and Sammy. So having said that, I think if we're ready, David, you give us the green light if you have him in the waiting room. We're ready to go if you're ready. So we're going to wait on him to give us the green light, and we'll get into it. And
I think the most rare thing about this project, Patrick, is the fact that there has never been a sit-down of this magnitude in the history of Mafia. You go on YouTube right now, you type in greatest sit-downs of all time. You're not going to see this level of quality, this level of conversation, this kind of a storyline. And this is not a scripted thing. This is a real conversation, a real-life sit-down with two of the most interesting individuals. We have them on screen.
We have them on right
You guys
now.
might
So
want to turn
Michael,
the volume
Sammy,
up.
if you want to unmute yourself, how are you guys? Can you hear us?
I'm on.
I'm
okay.
good, Patrick.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm good too.
Excellent. Sammy, Michael, can you guys hear us?
I can hear you.
I can hear you too.
Okay, wonderful. Well, first of all, thank you guys for making the
They were a
time
little low.
to be on with us. I know the audience has been anticipating this for a while. Obviously, when we had that sit down together, we were together for 3 days, I think nearly 30 hours of footage, which has now come to a completion of 10 episodes. Of which there's behind the scenes, there's a lot of different things that the audience will be seeing. But, I kind of want to ask you guys a couple open-ended questions. How are you doing right now in regards to this project being launched? How are you guys doing yourself? Maybe, Michael, if you can tell us on your end of your level of enthusiasm with this Mafia States of America project.
I'm doing great, Patrick. I just want to get it underway. A lot of people are asking about it, a lot of different comments, and it's time we get it out there. I'm very enthused to see it happen.
How are you guys doing?
Sammy, how about yourself?
I guess yes. I'm waiting for it to come out. I've been waiting a while. It's a little awkward time right now, but I'm waiting for it to come out as well.
Well, I remember when we had you on the podcast, you made it very clear when I said it may come out this year, it may come out next year. You had a very strategic way of making sure it came out this year, which is coming out in 2021 instead of next year. And we're pretty excited about launching it. But Michael, Sammy, for yourself, the market, it seems so many people are anticipating this conversation between the two of you. Specifically, since we had so many different discussions from the life on your end, where are you at right now yourselves, knowing at this phase of the season when this is being launched? Meaning, has there been any conversations between the two of you about this project yourself?
Whose phone just went off?
Any conversations between the two of you about this project yourself? So, Sammy, what are you thinking right now? What's on your mind?
Well, we did have conversations about it, and I thought we were on the same page as far as trying to put this back together and solving our problems. I'm not sure if this did solve our problems. Michael put out a video just not too long, and I didn't like this fucking video. And I think we had some words. So, but we still did this. I don't want to interfere with the project. I don't want to destroy.
So basically, my thing is not lagging. Their video entirely is they're lagging. I'm not. So just want to let you all know that this is not. I'm reacting to a video that's already been set. So yeah.
Destroy it or hurt it in any way. And but I'm looking forward to it. I watched not all of the episodes, but some of them. Looks like they're pretty well done. And there's some issues I have with some of the things and some of the conversations that me and Michael have. I think we'll straighten it out after this or before it. I don't really care when, but
Doesn't sound like it.
So that's my opinion of it right now.
It says heated debate, so I don't really think I don't know if this is gonna be solved or not.
Got it. So Michael, Sammy, maybe it's good for the audience to hear from your end. When you first flew in and we came to the property and we had that one meeting together in the room, it was myself, the two of you. I want to say Kurt was there. I think Richie was there. A few people were involved in that meeting that we had in that room next door. What was your expectation going in? And then at the same time, what was your outcome at the end when you left? Was it what you expected it to be when you left? What was your thoughts when you went in and when you left? Michael, yourself.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect. Sammy and I have, two different perceptions of this life, both before and after. And I knew that was going to be some controversy between us. And obviously it was. Patrick, you were there. I think we got heated at times because we do strongly disagree. But, all in all, look, we're two made guys. And at the end of the day, I think we knew how to conduct it ourselves, even though things got heated at times. It's kind of like a blast back to the past, and you kind of remember the way things are supposed to go. And I think in the end, they went that way. How we feel about each other right now, I don't know. Look, Sammy said some things that I didn't like, and maybe I said some things that he didn't like. And as a result, there's still some tension between us. But that's just the way it goes. It's, how it ultimately ends up is really, depends on the two of us. And we'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, Michael, it's not that, the way it ended, I thought it ended good. I think it went well between us. And just recently you put out a video that I'm completely disturbed with. We had language back and forth with each other. I think we know, let's not bullshit. So right now, I feel betrayed by you, by what you put out. What we did on this program was a beautiful thing. You're right. It was Cosa Nostra in full bloom again. It made me feel good about sitting with you. It made me change my opinion of you. And I think it went very well. We did have some heated times, but end result, it went like Cosa Nostra is supposed to go. But what you did after that video really disturbed the shit out of me up until right now. I didn't even want to sit down on this video, to tell you the truth. But I'm in this deep, I went in this far, and I'm not the type of guy who's going to walk away and leave everybody dangling. So that's the way I feel from that video. But the Mafia States of America, that situation and what Patrick did and what you did, yes, we do have tremendous differences of opinion along as Cosa Nostra, as far as destroying families and all of that stuff. It did to some people, but not to other people. And when we talk about people who cooperated, which you did as well, with Navi Walters, I want to really get into that right now. But, to sit there and say, this is horrible what these people did and they caught a break and all of this stuff, and belittling them and putting them down for another program that's going to come out with John Gotti Jr., it blew me away. And then the second thing you prayed for me, that's another thing that really blew me away, because I'm not a fool. I'm a street thug. I'm just as smart as you. Maybe you underestimate my education compared to your education, but I know when I'm being fucking okey doked or try to make me take it easy because of the video. It's not supposed to bother me no more, but it does. And that was like icing on the cake to me. So it made me real angry.
Okay. Let me tell you this. Let me make this very clear. I didn't betray you. I had no intent to betray you. I still don't even understand what you're so upset about. But whatever you got upset, and what I did afterwards to not make you upset for whatever reason you had, I took that little 10-second spot out of the video. That's number one. Number two, when it comes to the witness protection program, I'm sorry, Sammy. I have my thoughts on it. I've been to trial 5 times. I saw my father go to trial 4 times. I've seen guys lie and manipulate that program to stay out of prison. I'm not accusing you or anybody else. I'm accusing the people that I witnessed, that I saw it happen, and I'll take that to my grave. A lot of guys use the program to manipulate the government. It's easy to do. They come up with bullshit stories to put somebody in jail that has a bigger name than them. And that happens all the time, and you're smart enough on the street to know that that's the truth.
Michael just posted my story of Mafia States because I'm reacting to this. It's still 0 right now. If this blows up, I'm gonna be, I don't know what to say.
And that's what I said. As far as John Gotti with his Witsec Mafia, all I said was he's coming out with a show. It's called.
By the way, I'm not giving any opinion. I'm completely split down the middle. Just want to let everybody know that I'm completely split down the middle. I'm just doing a reaction to this.
Witsec Mafia. That's it.
You didn't just say that.
No. Yes, I did.
No, you didn't. Let me quote what you said.
No, let me finish. Let me respond to you.
Go ahead.
Oh,
the video is up there. Anybody can see it. The only part that was edited was the 10 seconds that I had about you. And all I said was, Sammy was in the program. I didn't say anything else about it. So I didn't betray you, nor did I.
Let me explain. All right, I got your point. Let me explain now what you did.
But you got to let me finish. I let you finish. You got to let me finish.
Finish. What are you going to
say? So again, yeah, going back to what you said, I thought things went kind of well. We had our differences. We still have our differences about it. Maybe we straightened it out. Obviously, maybe we didn't. You still have something in your mind. As far as a prayer that I sent to you, let me explain that. We were in church. My wife sat next to me. Okay, the pastor said, pray for somebody that you think needs prayer today, that needs to come to the Lord. My wife turned to me and said, let's pray for Sammy. And so we prayed for you, and I sent you that. It had nothing to do with that video because, Sammy, contrary to what you believe, I don't need to soften you up for anything. That was just ridiculous what you said. It made no sense whatsoever.
All right, you're done. If you don't, you're done. You're going to talk for fucking 3 hours.
Yeah, 1 second. If you don't accept my faith, that's up to you. I've heard that for 20 years, and it doesn't bother me.
I don't accept nothing you say. I don't accept nothing you say. The problem is with some of the things. I'll start with what you just said. What your father said. You said to me on the thing, when you cooperated against me.
I can't. No, wait. He's gonna talk about Sonny Francis. Oh no, dude. This can go. This is gonna go so wrong.
Nobby Walters, that your father and Carmine Persico agreed with it.
No, I didn't say that. No, don't put words in my mouth. What I said was very, very simple and the truth. And this is a matter of record. So everybody can BS about this whole Nobby Walters things. It's a matter of record. What I said was I knew exactly what I was doing. At the end of the day, Nobby Walters wasn't going to do 1 minute in jail, and he never did. And neither did anybody else. I talked to the government.
All right. You made your point.
Nobody did.
Don't go into a tangent.
No.
You made your point.
You've accused me of this.
No, I'll accuse you further. Don't make the fucking point.
It's all
You
BS.
made your point. You made your point. Now, Nobby Walters, I've got a lot of it.
Excuse me. I can't, dude. It's 2 old people playing. But no. Seriously though, just. Oh my god.
Information with that. And a lot of friends involved.
Sammy, put it out there.
Well, I'm going to put it out. I'm going to tell you right now, right to your fucking face. I'm going to tell you.
Go ahead.
Nobby Walters, you testified against him. He got convicted.
Nobby Walters didn't do it. Listen to me. Nobby Walters
has nothing to do with you how much time he did. A judge in the case made a mistake.
Why do you feel a need to cover for yourself, okay, by saying what I did? Why?
I'm not covering for myself.
Yes, you are.
No, I never did.
Yes, you are. You want to make a big deal out of Nobby Walters?
Someone donated
Let's make a
$5.
big deal.
You cooperated against the fucking guy.
You want to make
He's
a big
family
deal out of what
friend.
he did.
You say he's a family friend. He was with your fucking father forever.
You don't have a leg to stand on when it comes to that.
If you shut your fucking mouth, try to stop covering for yourself. Shut your fucking mouth.
I'm not covering.
And listen to the
public record. There's nothing to cover.
I got some of that public record. I got some of that.
What I said very simply, and I said it 1,000 times, and I'll say it again. Nobody went to jail because of anything I ever said to the government. Bottom line, period. And if you know anything,
you made that point.
If you know anything different, bring it out.
That's the end. You made your point.
Bring it out because it doesn't exist.
So you want to just keep bullshit.
What?
You made that point.
So
now, Nobby Walters got convicted.
What are you bringing it up for? What are you bringing it up for?
What am I bringing it up? Why would you put my fucking name in with John Gotti Jr. and that fucking tape about people who cooperated?
Watch the damn thing.
I did watch the fucking thing. 3 times I watched it. You put my name in it. It's the fucking thing. 3 times I watched it. You put my name in it. You put my name in it.
Well, you know what? If I said to you, I was man enough to say to you, if I put your name in it and it offended you, I apologize to you. You can't accept it because there was no intent wrong on that whatsoever.
May I make one question? So, Michael, you've addressed your side of it. Sammy, what's your biggest challenge with that? What was it that upset you the most about what was said? I mean, he mentioned the name,
This doesn't even feel like a podcast anymore or a heated sit down. This feels like a therapy session. I can't.
First of all, he likes to work with innuendos. The innuendo is that people who get convicted should never be released because they cooperated. That's the first fucking innuendo.
Well, depending on who they are, first of all. This is my opinion. Depending on who they are, and that's it.
And he says the proof is in the pudding that when they get released, they recommit. Now, I cooperated. 1. 2, I did recommit. So when you put me with those group of guys, even though he only talked about me for a second or 2 or 10 seconds and say it's Sammy, he put me in that group. So the innuendo, I got 30, 40, 50 people who were friends of mine who called me or texted me or sent messages. Why are you letting this fucking bum talk about you like that? When he cooperated.
What do you mean, why are you letting him? What are you gonna do? What do they mean? Why are you letting?
Because I don't talk the facts about you. That's why.
Sammy,
if you want to talk about facts, we could let out the facts. I mean, if we were sitting in person, I would show you why you can't. But if you want to let me
stop.
Yeah, stop my fucking ass. Don't tell me stop.
No, I'll tell you stop. Stop. Okay, we don't need to go there. We're not
back go wherever you want. It doesn't matter to me.
In our hands, so
it doesn't matter to me where we go. I don't care where we go. Wherever you want to go, we go. But if you want to put out things like that and make an innuendo that I'm one of those fucking guys who never got out.
I'm telling you to your face, there was no innuendo. You took it that way. I don't know what's in your brain or what's in your head.
Why is it bothering you that I'm talking about Nobby Walters and that you testified? Why does that bother you?
It doesn't bother me. I've said it 1,000 times.
Let's talk about it. I'll tell you about it. I can tell you about the case.
Just tell the truth. That's all.
No, you don't know the fucking truth.
I know the truth, Sammy. I say it all the time.
You don't have a fucking clue what it is to tell the truth.
Stop
whether it's Christianity or what it is.
Sammy, you're talking to me. Stop the baloney, okay? You don't want to go there either when we talk about the truth. Don't think that you're the guardian of the truth here, okay?
One thing I do, I don't buckle from the truth. I tell the truth. Whatever it is, I don't.
And so do I, Sammy. So do I. I got nothing to hide. Not a
then what are you bothered about it with Nobby Walters? Why are you bothered? You told the people on the program. I watched it, and I watched that episode where you said,
"Watch it again."
I will. I did.
Whatever I said there, I'm saying right now. Okay, I have nothing to hide with the government. Walters. I have zero to hide.
Right after the Nobby court.
You want to know something? You want to stand on Nobby Walters to make yourself feel better.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't give a fuck about Nobby Walters. I don't even know him.
So what are you bringing it up for?
Because you testified. You said I never testified. I never put anybody away.
Exactly.
That's all bullshit.
No,
he went away. Bullshit. He got convicted.
It's not bull. It's the truth, Sammy. Don't try to inject your own truth.
Your own truth.
It's the absolute truth. I'll say it again. I've said it 1,000 times, and you bring proof different. Stop talking.
I will.
Nobody, listen to me. Nobody ever went to jail because of anything I ever told the government. Can you say the same, Sammy?
I'm trying to think of something. I forget what it was, but I'm trying to think of something. I think I remember watching a video. I think it was one of Sammy's. I don't know if he's talking about like his ex-mob boss. I never watched this mafia stuff in a while. I don't know, but I'm thinking of like Sammy's old mob boss, and I think it was what was it? That's what they're talking about. I don't remember. There's like, I could be wrong on this, but it was like I think he's still in prison. Sammy's, I forget that story. It was like how Sammy's not part of the mafia or some stupid thing. I don't remember. It was like a very messed up story.
So don't give me your BS.
I don't try to say the same.
So
I don't try to cover. I don't try to lie.
I just told you something. No, I'll challenge you. You tell me who I put in prison. Nobody.
I just told you.
Nobody.
You have no fucking ammunition to put anybody in prison anyway. You never broke a fucking egg.
Yeah, right.
They didn't give a fuck about you.
Here you go again, trying to tell everybody you know everything. You don't know a damn thing about me, my life, or my family. Stop the baloney.
I never did. I was on the fucking street. Who the fuck knew who you are? You were nothing to me.
Really?
Your father had a name. Your father had a fucking name. You didn't have no name. You lived off your father's reputation.
And where did you live off of?
Myself.
Who were you until?
I didn't have a father in the life. I had nobody in the life. I lived off of myself.
Stop the baloney, huh? Who the hell knew you either?
And then stop the baloney. Who the fuck in the mob says stop the baloney? What kind of statement is that?
Oh, now you want to act like a clown? What do you mean? Or stop the baloney?
I'm gonna act like a clown. Stop the fucking baloney. No, I heard it from people who graduated from Harvard. Stop the baloney.
From Harvard.
I heard it from people who graduated from Harvard.
The way he says Harvard, dude, I swear.
Stop the baloney. I never heard that on the street. No.
I graduated from Harvard.
Michael.
Yeah, where the fuck you graduated? I don't know.
He's trying to break it up, dude.
Who had more damn respect on the street than my father? And you got the nerve.
Stop using your father.
I don't use my father. I made my own name. You stop using Gotti. I made my own name. Who the hell knew you until this whole thing happened with Gotti?
God.
My friend. Gotti came to me for fucking help. He was finished. He came to me and freaking Chico.
Sammy, you can BS everybody on YouTube. You know.
Damn, this really got more out of hand than I expected.
No. There's agency with me. There's fucking government. There's state. There's people in the street who know it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's a good story, Sammy. It's a good story.
It's all made up
on YouTube.
It's all made up.
It's a story for everybody on YouTube, Sammy.
No, see, here's your innuendos. When you talk, you say, everybody who's in the street has to make their bones.
No innuendo, Sammy. I'm answering you straight out. Okay?
You ain't answering me straight out. About what?
About whatever you want. Anything you want.
You just said I got nothing to do with the fucking thing with John Gotti.
Sammy.
Who the fuck needed John Gotti? John Gotti actually destroyed my fucking life and a lot of other people's lives. I needed him like I needed a fucking 38 in the head.
Wait a minute. Hold on. One, let me send this into the thing, and two, hold on. That doesn't make sense. Hold on, I gotta hear what Sammy said again, but I gotta like send this to the thing. That I'm sorry, what?
With the fucking thing
About straight out. Okay?
you ain't answering me straight out about what?
About whatever you want. Anything you want.
You just said I got nothing to do with the fucking thing with John Gotti.
Sammy.
Who the fuck needed John Gotti? John Gotti actually destroyed my fucking life and a lot of other people's lives. I needed him like I needed a fucking 38 and a half.
Oh, no. He did not just say he did. Wait.
Destroyed my fucking life and a lot of other people. John Gotti.
Sammy.
Who the fuck needed John Gotti? John Gotti actually destroyed my fucking life and a lot of
I want you to keep this in mind because this doesn't make sense.
other people's lives. I needed him like I needed a fucking 38 and a half.
Yeah, John Gotti's a good scapegoat for everybody. I know. Because
No, he's not a scapegoat. It's what he did.
Please.
You can't get away from what you did in history. You can't get away. Just like you can't get away. You got your father's name, period.
Yeah? Let me tell you something, Sammy. What I did on the street, I did. You can keep using that BS.
What did you do? Say it. Say what the fuck you did. What'd you do?
Huh? What did you do?
I did a lot. It's all over the fucking
What did you
street.
do?
I don't know.
What did you do, Sammy?
I'm involved in 19
What did you do?
3 fucking mafia wars.
That's your badge of honor. Your badge of honor. You killed 19. You put a gun in the fucking back of 19 guys. That's your badge of honor.
No, I didn't shoot 19 guys. I'm involved in 19 murders.
Good for you, Sammy.
Yeah,
What a hero
I'm involved in 3 mafia wars.
What a
You said, what
hero
did I
you
do?
are.
I
What a
ran the
hero.
construction business with unions. What'd you do with the fucking phony bullshit with the gas and shaking down performers? What's your father's name?
Phony?
Yeah, phony.
Yeah, Sammy.
You fucking you didn't try to shake down Michael Jackson. It didn't work.
Oh, Sammy, you know what?
What? Wait,
What?
what?
Michael Jackson. You're phony.
Yeah, Sammy.
You fucking you didn't try to shake down Michael Jackson. It didn't work.
Oh, Sammy, you know what? Stop your nut. You're talking like a clown right now.
I just got
okay?
one.
Is this the ammunition you got?
I got one question, Sammy.
This it?
Sammy, if the audience is watching, our outcome was the way, our outcome was to, a lot of people ask me and they say, so Pat, what?
If y'all want to see the chat, I'll just show it. This is paid actors. I mean, not. I don't really know about that one.
What do you think this has led to with all these conversations? I said, number one, if you look at the lifestyle and what's happened, both Michael and Sammy, they're no longer part of the life. Both of them run businesses. Michael runs successful businesses. Sammy's doing very well for himself as well, which means this was a way out. This worked out, creating content, telling stories, et cetera, and you've gone to a different life. Now you're grandparents, parents. It's a different phase. You're no longer 20s, 30s when you're in the hunt, want to go there. That's a complete different life you're living right now. And there is a sincere feel of you wanting to make a transition into the next life. But Sammy, the question I have is, some of the audience that's listening to this right now, they see the frustration between the two of you. They still don't know what was. So Michael made a comment about your name being there. He says, Sammy, drops your name, 11 seconds, he cuts it. What part of that reference upset you, though? What was that? Because I don't think fully the audience knows what frustrated you with that comment. If you don't mind elaborating that, if you're comfortable with that.
When you make fucking statements about people, about their cooperation, and why they shouldn't get out of prison, and you make statements that the proof is in the pudding. When they get out, they lie to the government, they turn around, and they recommit crimes. And he mentions a couple of people, including my name, in that group. My name didn't have to be in that group. He could have, if that was his feelings, he could have just said that. He didn't have to put my fucking name in the thing. That's number one. Number two, when he cooperated and did certain things, it was all right for him to cooperate against Nobby Walters, whether he went to prison or not. He got convicted under Michael's testimony. He got a $395,000 fine. He got sentenced to prison, and the case was overturned because the judge made a mistake on the case, something that affected the law end of it, not Michael or his testimony or nothing. And the case was reversed. He comes out of fucking prison. There's interviews. People wanted to talk to him. He don't even want to talk about Michael Franchese or his father. He hates them. So, and this guy here was a family friend of theirs. A family friend, they shook him down for money and then ratted on him. And that's supposed to be okay. So you could do that, but somebody else who has a problem in the, if they were betrayed or whatever the story is, you're going to be the high priestess who tells them you're no good. You shouldn't get out. When he was able to get out, he had a 10-year sentence, that was reduced to 3 years and 4 months for his fucking testimony. You were there when we talked about his $15 million fine. He never paid it.
How did it get reduced? Now, believe me, I have no knowledge of any testimonies. I have no knowledge of any judge or prison system stuff. I know I watched a lot of Larry Lawton and watched like some of his things. How did it get cut down by 6 years? Hold on.
You were there when sentence, a 10-year sentence that was reduced to 3 years and 4 months.
How did I get reduced to by 7 years? You gotta like, okay. You both gotta give me a good explanation on how that got reduced to by 7 years. You gotta give me a good explanation on that one.
For his fucking testimony. You were there when we talked about his $15 million fine. He never paid it. He says, well, I paid dribs and drabs.
I actually agree with both guys. Actually, like both guys. Yeah, Sam, I like them both. I like them both.
But
I like them both, Andrew Williams. I agree with you. I like them both. I like listening to their stories whenever I'm bored or just playing video games or something.
I never paid it all. You can't walk away from the fucking government and say, I'm not paying it. That don't work. That was probably done because he cooperated. Whatever his fine was, they probably niched it, whatever they did. I can't prove that. I can't say that.
Oh, an ad. Hold on. We gotta... What? Ah, restarted. What time are we at again? The time died. 27, right? Come on, dude, these bro, seriously? $27.40, okay.
Whatever his fine was, they probably niched it, whatever they did. I can't prove that. I can't say that. But those things don't just disappear. They're there.
Dude, these ads, honestly, I'm trying to check something, because... Oh, that's a lot of people. Okay.
You ain't getting these things from the government. There's millions of people who went to prison. You can't get squat from the government when you're convicted. Nothing. Whether it's a fine, whether it's the time, reductions, you got to do something to get reductions. And there's tapes, there's agents saying, yeah, the argument, the New York prosecutors were arguing with the Chicago prosecutors. They wanted him to cooperate against Carmine Persico. He wouldn't do it, or whatever that is, I don't doubt. Maybe he didn't want to do it. And he didn't. But the Chicago people won out, and they used him there, and he got his favors. He cooperated. Now, He didn't have murders. He never murdered anybody in his life, from what I understand. But he'll say, I don't have cover for that. So I can't talk about it. It's another innuendo, making the people, his people, think, well, he did what he had to do to get in a life and he don't want to talk about it. Why don't you just be truthful and say, I never killed anybody? Your followers, probably a lot of them who are Christians, would say, that's good. He never killed anybody. But he can't seem to tell the truth when it comes to these things. I don't know why. I really don't. So that's why, and that's why he had a lot of guys on the street who he says they're nobodies, and he knows who they are. I don't want to mention their names because I don't want to start a fucking revolution here. But they just badmouth him all the time. Until I got into the picture. How could you do anything, he tells me. I got into the picture, and I shut them all up.
Yeah, I'll agree with this one. Lewis? I think that's okay. No. I'm live right now. I'm doing a reaction to something. Sorry, my dad walked in.
Michael ain't a bad guy. Leave him alone. He lied. So he lied. That's none of your business. Leave it alone. John Gotti Jr. is not my fucking friend. Alone. He lied. I shut them all up. Michael ain't a bad guy. Leave him alone.
Okay.
He lied. So he lied. That's none of your business. Leave it alone. John Gotti.
Yeah, keep in mind, guys, I'm just reacting to this because I've been dying to get at least some content off of Mafia States of America. So I also been wanting to just see how these two would just. I really just don't like. I'm gonna say this again because I feel like people are gonna get confused. I really just do not care if people think I'm leaning on one side or another, or I'm thinking, oh, which one's bad, which one's not. But yeah, some of the stuff they're saying is pretty questionable. Like, yet again, I'm cracked down the middle, but some of the stuff they are saying is questionable, and I'm trying to stay on that. I'm staying in that lane because I like watching both of them, and just the and I understand like I also think like some people in the comments are probably saying a lot of stuff, and I'm like I'm surprised the fans are like gonna like edge. Like I never edge two YouTubers on. Never have I edged YouTubers on. Well, like I never have I edged like two people that edged unless if it was like unless it was someone close to me that they made fun unless if two YouTubers made fun of someone close to me that I know in person, then that's a problem. But the fact is I don't know these two like in real life. Like I never actually sat down and had a Shirley Temple with them. So like I'm not really like I'm not gonna start shit with any of them. Why would I? Like I don't I'm not I don't I'm not like you know what I mean? It's just I'm just watching this because they're yelling at each other and it's funny. And I would like to save this and look back on this. I'm like, yeah, I remember this. That's why I like reacting to stuff like this. I react to Sammy's podcasts. I react to Larry Lawton's. I gotta react to some of Michael's if any of them were if he does anything similar like that. Maybe something. I don't really know. Again, I like them both, but I'm not gonna say anything. You can see the comments. You can see like yeah.
Gotti Jr. is not my fucking friend. He's going to do this thing, Wet Sec Mafia, and he's going to badmouth people. Now, I'm going to give you and your whole audience and Michael, guess who the fuck he's going to hurt the most or come after the most? It'll probably be me. And he's congratulating him on his project. And there's a guy, another made guy, ratting on everybody and his mother, which is insane. And I don't know why you would talk good about him. He met with the government. He's done a fucking gazillion fucking things that it's a complete joke. So now when he did that video, and the thing that bothered me the most was that him and his wife and kids are in church and they're praying for me. He had a catastrophe happen a week or two before with a young boy. It's not his fault. He could pray for him. Why do you want to pray for me? I'm not sick. I'm not dead. I'm not in jail. Why would you want to pray for me? So I took that little prayer you sent me as he's trying to soften me up from this video. He knew I would explode at that video because we're supposed to, at this point, be getting along. Then you put out this video, you tap him on the back. Let me get back to John Gotti Jr. Himself, he's sitting in Health Magazine, Men's Health Magazine, stating
Right now?
that he is a crime fighter now. He wants to put people in prison. He wants to do stories about people who should have never got out of prison. How hypocritical is this? And he wants to say, oh, he's doing a great job. This is your father who did 50 years. I didn't say he cooperated, but this is a guy who wants to put people in prison. He says it, he admits it publicly. It's in magazines. So I got to sit here and listen to this fucking bullshit after trying my best to do the right thing with this show and have a relationship with him and put things in the past. A couple of days goes by and there's this fucking video. And I get 40, 50 fucking people calling me. I said, I don't know why he did it. And I'm sitting there like a jackass over and over again. Well, I don't know. He ain't a bad guy. I don't know why he did it. I don't even know what the fuck to say to people. And then this emergency meeting comes up with me and Michael. I don't want to hurt the project. I don't want to hurt nothing. I didn't want to be here. You know it. But I said, I'll be here.
I'm sorry, these ads.
And then we exploded just now at each other. I don't know what it does to the project. I hope it don't hurt it. I don't know what it does. And I don't really care.
Sammy.
Patrick, can I respond to this, please?
Sure, go for it.
Can I respond to this? First of all, I don't know who these 40 or 50 people are, number one. Number two, again, I didn't say anything positive about, Sammy says I do innuendos. He makes things up. I didn't say anything positive about John Gotti. I mentioned a public fact that John Gotti is coming out with something called the WITSEC Mafia. I told Sammy this. I never met John Gotti. I never spoke to John Gotti Jr., talking about Jr. I have no relationship with him whatsoever. I've never communicated with him other than one time with his lawyer 10, 12 years ago. That was it. That's number one. So I don't even know what he's upset about with that. I have no relationship, and I told Sammy that, and that's the God's honest truth.
You told him, you said he's doing a great job.
Let me finish. I didn't say he's doing a great job. Let me finish, okay? That's number one. When it comes to Norby Walters, Sammy seems to claim to know everything about everything. Norby Walters, here's the facts with Norby Walters. Three times I saved his life. Once from Corky Vastola, once from Carmine Persico, and once from my father because he was using our name, never paid us any money. He never got shook down. He used us for 30 years. And that's the reason he was in trouble. In the stage delicatessen, okay, I saved his life when my father came home from prison and wanted to hurt him. I can say that now because my father's gone. I think I've said it before. That's number one. So when this situation came up with Norby Walters and I was subpoenaed, number one, first, they subpoenaed my father and they subpoenaed my younger brother. And what I told them, I said, look, I'll tell you the truth about Norby, okay, when I get put on the stand. Let my father and brother alone. They did. And when I got on the stand, you could look at the testimony. It's public record. What it said on the stand is, I don't know who Norby is shaking down. I've been in prison. I don't know. I gave him $275,000 to be involved in this deal. I got involved because I wanted to meet athletes for my gambling situation. That's exactly what I told him. Yeah, Norby got convicted. And you know what? He had 25 people testify against about the actual facts that happened in the case. So if you want to talk facts, don't just blow it off. Talk facts. Get the damn testimony. Look at the trial. Don't be like Rittenhouse, like everybody had him convicted until the evidence comes out in the trial and the poor kid got persecuted for no reason. I said, talk facts. That's number one. As far as number two, what I did on the street, you have no knowledge of, Sammy. Don't claim to know everything about everybody else's business. What I did with Persico or my father or anybody else who I killed or didn't kill, you have no knowledge of. So stop trying to make people think you know everything about everything, because you don't. Let me finish. I did not interrupt you. I did not interrupt you. That's no more. Number two, I'm telling you this right now. You can knock my faith like you've been doing in almost every interview that you
don't keep going back to faith and all this bullshit. Stop going back to your Christianity.
I'm responding to you.
We're talking about the mafia. Stop kissing ass.
You brought it up. You brought it up.
All right, I'm gonna have to censor the chat right now because yeah, we're just. Okay, I think this has gotten a bit too far because people are starting talking about like things that I don't want to bring up on this channel because I have no opinion. I don't. Okay, I'm censoring the chat.
Brought it up about the prayer. What's the matter? You can't have a response?
Only you can have a response.
You're not the damn underboss anymore that it's all you. No, when you bring something up, you're entitled to a response.
Yeah, you said it 9 times already.
No, you said it again. You said it again.
I said what you
brought
said
it up.
For me, for no reason. When you have somebody die in your house, there's a reason to pray for him.
Pray for him every day. He's already in heaven.
Well, there's no reason to pray for me.
You don't even know
stop the fucking bullshit with this prayer stuff.
I said to you, you stop your BS. Take the text and put it up on the screen. If you want to be a big shot, put it up on the screen exactly what I said.
Well, let me ask you a question.
No, let me finish. Let me finish.
Well, no, I don't. I want to stay at one thing at a time.
You always want to say something. You don't give anybody.
Yeah, I want to say something. How did you get that break? How did they go from 10 years to 3 fucking years in prison?
First of all,
3 years, 4 months.
Excuse me. Don't lie. I did 8 years on the 10. 8 years. Stop with your BS 3.4. I did 8 years. It's a matter of record. Look up the BOP records. Stop with your baloney.
You did 40 months.
Stop with your baloney.
You did 40 months.
8 years. 29 months and 7 days in solitary because I wouldn't cooperate. So stop the baloney. Stop trying to cover your own stuff by putting the blame elsewhere, Sammy. Stop. I don't do that to you, and you don't need to do that to me. What I did is a matter of public record, the same as you. And I don't care who looks it up.
Yeah, it is a matter of public record.
And I don't care who looks it up.
Record that you went and cooperated against Nobby Walsh, and you want to say you went there and saved him.
I didn't say that. Who
you
said that?
Saved him 3 fucking times.
That's
and
exactly
then you went and testified.
What the heck do you know about that?
What were you doing when you were testifying?
3 times. How do you know?
What were you doing when you were fucking testifying?
It was before that. Do you have any idea what you're talking about?
No, no. You went and testified.
I know exactly what I'm talking about.
You went to testify in a case.
Exactly.
What did you do? Go to help him?
Did you hear what I just said? I'm not denying it. I was subpoenaed and I told the truth.
Fuck subpoenaed. We were gangsters. A subpoena don't mean nothing. You don't go.
Sammy,
so you tell him I refuse to answer.
Let me satisfy you.
Dude, I gotta stop. My ears hurt. Hold on. Oh, bro. Yeah, actually. Dude, like my ears actually hurt. My ears are like actually like in pain from even listening to this right now.
Dan.
Oh, you don't go? Who the hell are you? What do you mean you don't go? You went how many times? What are you talking about?
I cooperated. I never went before.
Sammy.
I never sat with the government before.
Why did you have to?
Only when I cooperated.
Only when you had, yeah, of course. Why else would you sit down with them?
You don't go on a subpoena.
Sammy,
yeah,
let me
that's
make
so
this
fucking
clear.
legit. That's a legitimate guy talking now.
Let me make this
I got subpoenaed. I got to go.
I'm not trying to legitimize anything. Sammy, you can paint this any color that you want. Here's the facts. I testified in the Nobby Walters case. Go look up your damn YouTubes. I said it 20 times, okay? And all I ever said, and I'll take this to my grave, and you can do all your bullshit research that you want. Nobody went to prison because of anything I ever said. I made sure of that. Can you say the same?
Are you
Damn right. I know exactly what I'm talking about because I lived it, not you. You can pretend to live it. You can pretend to know everything, but that's all it is.
I think you lost your fucking mind.
What?
I've always been prone to hear things.
And the ad just goes right there. Okay, dude, like actually I might have to stop this because my ears are like in pain.
I think we're losing Sammy's signal. Do you want to call Sammy on the phone so we can get him on the audio?
I'm gonna text.
I gotta stop because my ears are like in pain. Like I'm not even faking it. Like Jesus, dude, I gotta stop. This is too much. Oh hey Mel. And Mel is just confused. What's going on here? I don't. It's a lot. I gotta stop. This is just I gotta stop. My ears are like dying right now.